Okay, you are not ready for this tea because Prince William just pulled a move so cold, so calculated, it has Buckingham Palace spinning. Let's start with what didn't happen. No dramatic interviews, no Instagram subtweets, no royal source leaks. Just silence. And that silence, it was deafening. This all started when there was this quiet, under-the-radar meeting in London. Super low-key. We're talking King Charles's aide meeting behind closed doors with Harry and Meghan's team. It was so hush-hush that the press didn't even catch wind of it for 4 whole days. And then, boom! Headlines! And here's where it gets juicy. The same day the news dropped about this secret meeting, Kate Middleton was out at Wimbledon looking like she walked straight out of a dream. White dress, perfect hair, the whole royal fantasy. Coincidence? You wish. People who've been watching Meghan's moves know this trick well. When the spotlight is on someone else, drop a distraction. And baby, she dropped it right on cue. But William? Now that's where it gets scandalous. He wasn't at that meeting. No one from his team was there. No aides, no reps, not a whisper. Some sources are saying he had no idea it was even happening. Others are saying he totally knew and just didn't care. And honestly, that's even more savage. See, William is done playing nice. He's not reacting. He's not flinching. He's strategizing. This is a man who is literally next in line for the throne. He's got a legacy to protect, and step 1 of that legacy, cut the drama. And if that means cutting Harry out, so be it. Insiders say William doesn't even say Harry's name anymore. Not in conversation, not in private, not at all. It's like Harry's been erased from his entire world. One royal source spilled, William will never forgive Harry, ever. Period. Done. And honestly, can you blame him? Harry and Meghan have spent the last few years doing interviews, Netflix deals, podcasts, memoirs, all while airing out dirty laundry. Meanwhile, William and Kate, dignified, quiet, classy, no drama, no chaos. So this whole silent treatment, it's not about being petty. It's about drawing a line in the sand. William's message is loud and clear. You made your choice. I'm making mine. Stay over there. Now let's talk about optics, because they are everything in the royal world. While Harry and Meghan are wrapped up in whispers and shady meetings, William and Kate are front and center, flawless, glowing, and totally unbothered. At Wimbledon, Catherine wasn't just attending a match, she was serving looks, poise, and royal perfection. That white dress? It wasn't just fashion, it was diplomacy sewn into a silhouette. And the contrast couldn't be louder. The Sussexes, drama, mystery meetings, vague PR moves, the Wales family, elegance, smiles, stability. And here's the kicker, the most brutal part for Harry and Meghan, they're not being dragged, they're not being yelled at, they're being ignored. And when silence is executed this flawlessly, it screams louder than any podcast episode or leaked memoir ever could. The meeting in London, it was all very conveniently timed. A random sit-down between Charles's aide and Harry's people. No King Charles himself, just a representative, just enough to give the illusion that something big was brewing. Like maybe, just maybe, Harry still had a foot in the royal door. But let's be real. That was pure spin, and everyone knew it. William didn't even touch that story. No comments, no shade, nothing. His absence? That was the statement. That was the power move. The message. You're not even on my radar anymore. And the public? Oh, they're noticing. People are exhausted with drama. They don't want another "we were wronged" saga. They want a monarchy that feels strong, dignified, dependable. And William, with his zero reaction stance, is giving exactly that. Now, King Charles, whole different situation. He's in a tricky place. He's not just the king, he's still a father. There's probably a piece of him that still hopes for a happy ending. But he's not naive. He knows the risks. That's why these meetings stay unofficial, off the books, behind the scenes. No royal cars, no formal statements, just aides whispering in corners. Because the second Harry gets any hint of royal proximity, you know what happens? The spin machine starts rolling, suddenly it's "they welcomed us back, we're building bridges," all that PR fluff, when in reality, they're still outside the palace gates yelling into the intercom. William, he's had enough of that game, he's not even opening the window anymore. And Kate, she's not just supporting William, she's standing beside him, silently making statements with every public appearance. Her every outfit, her every smile, her calm presence, it's all saying, we're good. No drama here. It's no wonder the public loves them. The Wales family is everything the modern monarchy wants to be. Polished, focused, future-ready. And by refusing to get pulled into the chaos, they're proving they're the grown-ups in the room. So here's where things get even juicier. William's not cold, he's just done. And that's what makes this whole thing so powerful. He's not yelling, he's not defending himself, he's not clapping back, he's just walking away. And the thing is, that silence, that distance, it's killing Harry and Meghan's narrative. See, they've always thrived on being the victims. Left out, misunderstood, mistreated. But now, William's not giving them anything to latch onto. No phone calls to twist, no side glances at royal events, no secret meetings, nothing. Zero access, zero drama, just a big locked door and a do not disturb sign hanging from it. And that is strategy. With William cutting all ties, Harry and Meghan can't play the blame game anymore. There's nothing to spin when you're being completely ignored. That's what's driving them wild. The royal machine isn't fighting back, it's just moving on without them. People even noticed the weirdest thing during that secret London meeting. It wasn't about what happened, it was about who wasn't there. The media? They were zooming in on photos, reading between the lines, trying to catch even a whiff of William's involvement. But nope, nothing. He was nowhere near it. And that's when it hit people. William's silence was saying more than any royal statement ever could. He's out, completely. No comments, no callbacks, no reconciliation. Meanwhile, Kate? She just keeps winning. That Wimbledon appearance? She didn't just show up, she slayed. Every detail of her look was calculated. Elegant, timeless, sharp, like the queen-in-waiting that she is. She wasn't screaming for attention, but she was commanding it effortlessly. While Meghan has worn oversized coats and chaotic silhouettes that practically swallow her whole, Kate's wardrobe says one thing loud and clear: I'm in control. There was one dress in particular, a crisp white number with a belted waist and flowing skirt. And let me tell you, people lost it. Fashion blogs, royal watchers, even tabloids. Everyone was talking about how perfectly put together she looked. Regal, relatable, radiant, and just like that, the press shifted. They weren't obsessing over Harry's hush-hush meeting anymore. They were fawning over Catherine's fashion, her grace, her vibe. That's the kind of influence Kate has. No interviews, no scandals, just pure, controlled elegance that pulls the spotlight naturally. You know what that is? That's power. There was no king, no prince, no palace car, just an aide and a PR ploy, and not even a good one. It's not even a competition anymore. And that's not just good PR. That's long-term thinking. That's future monarchy strategy. And William, he's playing the long game. He knows what the public wants. He knows what his role demands. No one wants a king caught in family feuds and gossip columns. They want someone stable, reliable, royal, and William is giving them exactly that. Even the way he doesn't speak says volumes. There are no secret sources leaking from his camp, no insiders whispering bitter truths to the press, nothing, just control. And you know what? It's working. Public support is solidly behind William and Kate. The public has chosen sides, and not because anyone told them to, but because one side just makes more sense. The Wales family feels real, grounded, respectful, the kind of family that still has dinner together, the kind of leaders people want to follow. And the Sussexes, they're starting to feel like an old storyline, like that one ex who keeps texting, just checking in while you're already moved on with your life. So let's be real, unless something drastic changes, Harry and Meghan aren't getting back into that inner royal circle. The door's not cracked, it's closed, deadbolted. And William, he's got the only key. And don't forget, this isn't about revenge. William's not wasting his time plotting takedowns, he's building a future, a legacy, one that doesn't include drama, distractions, or ghost-written sob stories. Every step he takes, every event, every speech, every handshake is part of that plan. And Catherine, she's his secret weapon. She's the quiet strength beside him, the elegance, the grace. Together, they're unstoppable. So where does that leave Harry and Meghan? Honestly, on the outside, looking in, watching the institution they walked away from move forward, faster, stronger, and without them. It must be maddening. They wanted out, they got it, but now they want back in, just a little. Just enough to stay relevant, but that's not how it works. You don't burn the bridge and then complain about the smoke. And William, he's not rebuilding it. He's walking the other direction, head high, with Kate by his side and the entire future of the monarchy ahead of him. Because at the end of the day, the real power move isn't what you say, it's what you don't say. And William, without saying a word, just said everything. Just said